Hello, Collective. Welcome to your music channeling. Once again, please say what resonates. The 7-tier message, your go-to song is "I Will Always Love You" by the one and only Whitney Houston. Okay, so again, a lot of specifics, but to just make this a little bit more of a neutral message. Okay, the artist herself, she's an Aries, so you could be an Aries, or this person could be. Okay, no, she's not an Aries. She's a Leo. Whitney was a Leo, but an Aries could be relevant. Okay. Leo Aries placement. There we go. I also got matching mascara, Miami, triple six, migraine headaches, Corpus Christus. It's in America. I believe that's the place where Selena Quintanilla Perez, where she was born, and attractiveness. Okay, those are the specifics. Well, it's not. That's not neutral. Hold up. Let me just. I will always love you. Let's make this more neutral. I believe this is how the people are doing it nowadays when it comes to readings. Um, I mean, I tried it for my readings. I'm trying it right now, but I don't think you guys care. Um, 1992. That's what was when the song was sung for the movie. Okay, Bodyguard. So 1992 could be relevant. Okay, and I'm such like a music nerd. The song, if you guys don't know, is originally by Dolly Parton. Okay, it's a country song, but Whitney made a beautiful rendition of this, an homage. Um, so this could also be relevant. We got 1974, June 6th. Okay, that's when Jolie. That's why it's not good for me to read other people's things, because I also have a speech impediment and it just gets weird. Um, yeah, 1974 could be relevant. 1992, June 6th. Okay, somebody's name could be Kevin, Whitney, David. Okay, or Dolly. 2012 could be relevant. Number 14 could also be relevant. Okay, and that's on that in terms of the lyrics or the essence of the song. And very quickly, and I wish to you joy and happiness, but above all, this is what I wish. I wish you love. Okay? What I'm getting here from this song is very simple, it's very straightforward. They'll always love you, you will always love them, but you guys are not meant to be forever or meant to be right now. Okay, I'm getting that. Okay, for some of you guys, it's giving the energy of like, you guys are not meant to be right now. Okay, so this is somebody that have said this, or you will say this to this person that you guys are not meant to be right now. Okay, but who knows about the future? Okay, that's your message. For some of you guys, when it ended, it was forever. It was giving a bittersweet ending, but it is what was for the best. Okay, based on the lyrics. Now I have done past readings. If those make sense, I don't know what I said in those past readings, but if it makes sense, go and check them out. Okay, they will be linked down below or in the actual video. So, let's do a little bit more for the people that are just watching based on the essence of the lyrics. Okay, so we got this one here. Even though they know you guys are not meant to be right now or never, to be quite honest, all of them are like, it's giving bittersweet. I'm getting the energy of like, they didn't want to do this or you didn't want to do this, but it was for the best during this time or forever. Okay, will you still be in their heart? Sure, but I feel like they have made their final decision. Okay, so somebody's also a very good cook, or they know how to make like stews. I feel like they miss that. I feel like they miss you, but they also, somebody's a very good cook. Somebody knows how to cook, okay? Or maybe they every time they cook something, it reminds them of you, or vice versa. Okay, it's cute though. It's great. Overall, is somebody having stress over this? Let's see if there are any stress. If not, we're gonna move past it. So they don't have a stressor, but they also kind of feel stupid. Somebody feels stupid a bit, you or them, because they kind of expected you or them that, you know, it would not be a full end or it not be an end right now. So some of them are a little bit like having a hard time sleeping, feeling a little bit left behind, you know. But then again, they can't blame you, or you can't even blame them, because you know they come from a good space right now, where it's like, or good, yeah, good space, good heart, where it's like it's not out of anything other than the fact it's wrong timing. That's the basis of it all. It's like wrong timing, okay? But for some of you guys, they kind of felt stunted by this, or you feel stunted by this. If you have anxiety because of like they left you when they loved you, or you left them when you loved them, you need to do some work, okay? Because I feel like only do what you need to do, what you feel to do, okay? Don't be impulsive. Like, make sure if you end things, it is accurate. And I feel like you or them, you guys didn't do any mistakes. Now, for those that feel like it was a mistake of ending things, it's just, this is your advice card, okay? To just simplify it. If you felt it was a mistake, things are going to shift into a miracle. For some of you guys, you know it wasn't a mistake, but you want it to be a mistake of ending things, but you know in your heart it wasn't. You're just having second thoughts, okay? Let's see if your person felt like they made a mistake. So for some of them, they knew they didn't make a mistake. Again, same thing with like how you're gonna reflect upon this. Right person, wrong timing, okay? You had to do this. It was for a reason, and you guys know the reason. For some of you guys, they do feel like, again, they made a mistake, but it's also having those second thoughts. Like I said, for some of you guys, it is an ending where like they will always have love for you. You will always be in their heart, like the song says. But you guys cannot be together, and the ending was for a reason, forever. But for some of you guys, the ending is just temporarily, for now. Ahora. You get me? And the reason why I'm mentioning this in Spanish like this is because there's a lot of Spanish speaking words in here in terms of the specifics. Let's just jump right into it, okay? Corpus, hold up, no. Let's just start with the zodiac sign. So I said Leo. Leo, you could be dealing with a Virgo. I'm channeling for somebody who's dealing with a Virgo. So this is your card if you are Leo dealing with a Virgo. There's always enough, okay? And if you are an Aries, this is your advice card. Transformation is beautiful, okay? Maybe. Okay? And if you're just a general Leo, Spirit has your back, okay? So, let's move on to the specifics. We got Miami. Lord, oh Lord. Somebody could be from Minnesota. So I don't know if somebody traveled from Minnesota to Miami or Miami to Minnesota. I will just pull cards to see Miami. So we got this one here. Somebody's like suffering, but they're suffering with a smile upon their face. They do want to speak up. They do want to say something, but they don't know when it's the right timing. But they're all struggling. Okay, whoever is from Miami, dealing with somebody from Miami, Miami to Minnesota. Somebody does want to speak up about the struggles here, but they can't because they are not taking any forward movements. I guess they have to struggle by themselves from Miami to Minnesota, or Minnesota to Miami, or Miami. Somebody's struggling. They want to say something, but they can't because they're not taking action. Okay? It's almost like they want to say, yeah, let me not complicate it. They want to say something, but they feel like they can't. Okay? So, or they're not taking action to do so. And now we have Corpus Christi. Oh my god, why am I butchering this? Hold up. Sorry, guys. Let's see.
Corpus Christi.
Okay. I believe it's the place where Selena Quintanilla was from. So whoever's from there, you or them, isn't that in Texas? Anyways, that's the only reason I know that place. Okay. Whoever's from there, somebody can't sleep. They're stressed out because they wanted something to be in fruition here. They were hoping that if they plant more seeds, if they put more energy into it, put more time, things would change. Okay, you will come back, or they will come back. Somebody was really banking on, okay, if I just give them more time, if I just do this, if I just do that, but they are not coming back. Okay, or you're not coming back because again, what was set in stone for a lot of you guys, it was a final decision. Is there regret? Yes, it's second thoughts, but somewhere deep inside your soul, you or your person, you know it was the right decision. But like I said again, for a lot of you guys, it's just temporarily. Okay? Now, somebody really wanted this to be like a couple, make this thing shine, gloom over the hardships, but it's really hard to look past the hardships when the offers back in the day wasn't fulfilling for you or them. And I feel like there are many factors why you guys had to separate forever or just for this moment in time. But I feel like it was just too much going on, and I feel like somebody was trying to find peace within themselves, and peace for like the future in general, and it's difficult. It was kind of like I feel like somebody had a hard time balancing everything, their emotions, what's taking place to come, and what's happening around them, and I kind of feel like somebody didn't have time, even if they wanted to, but it was time consuming to be in a relationship. Okay, I don't know the specifics, but I'm kind of leaning towards it could be that. Okay, for you or for this person. Okay, it's almost like it's not like they don't have love for you or they don't love you, but it's the fact the planting seeds. For instance, this is just an example. Let's say your person is like how Selena was, the singer, right? She was born and bred in America, in Corpus Christi, right? Texas. And her family, hold up. Basically, her family was not born in America, but she was. And Selena here is like, she's trying to figure out a way where her family won't get like freaking jeopardized in a country where she knows is her home. Meanwhile, you're not from where she's from, right? You don't face the struggles where she's facing, okay? Because of your belief system, where you're from, how you look. But Selena's family is going through it, okay? She might not go through it, but if Selena's family is going through it, she is too, okay? And I feel like that was that for some of you guys. That could be a scenario where it's like they don't have time for a relationship if shit is breaking down around them, specifically in relation to their family. I feel like something of this nature is like, I don't know the future of my freaking existence for me to put energy into a relationship. Even though they love you, it's just the time management of making all this balanced, okay? I feel like somebody's going through a crisis of this nature for some, not all, okay? Hopefully, I'm explaining this well, okay? Yeah, anyways. But yeah, a lot of you guys might feel like they're being judged by you, or you feel like you might be judged by them, and you feel hurt that they're even coming up to this conclusion, like you can't be by their side, or vice versa. But somebody's very stubborn in the way, and you know what? It's very, side note, it's very typical of fixed signs, and Leo is a fixed sign. To be like, when they made up their mind, they would not change. Okay, look up cardinal fixed signs, immutable signs. Leo is a part of that fixed signs. They're really stubborn. When they made up their mind, there's no way they can change it. Okay, but like I said, for some of you guys, it's just for now. For others, it kind of is what it is. Okay, it's bittersweet. Okay, let's move on to the next specific. I don't even know if I'm making sense though. Okay, something about matching mascara. Okay, I don't know what that is about. So that's just the message I got. So basically, we got the share it in reverse. So somebody is not taking action because they're hurting too much. Okay. You or them. I don't know if they found your mascara at their home collective when you were there last time, and this is kind of like, oh, I want to take action, but I can. But it's like, am I really just gonna take action because I found their mascara? Like, make it make sense, okay? That could be relevant for somebody. They found item of yours, a memorabilia, and they're like, okay, maybe I should say something. Maybe I should take action. But again, I feel like that's where the second thought's coming from, and we're gonna leave it as it is. You're done, okay? Let's move on to the next. We got Mean Girls. So for some of you guys, you dealt with people that are very mean when it comes to this connection, okay? Or your soulmate that would mean people when it came to the connection with you. Okay, in one of my readings, I just did it was quite serious, but it's falling in love with somebody you're not supposed to fall in love with, because of conditioning, programming, and society. Okay, you might even resonate with that. I will not link it, but if you find it on my channel, then go watch it if it makes sense. Okay. But yeah, so a lot of you guys dealt with a lot of mean people when it came to the connection, or yeah, pretty much you or your person. Okay, so that could have been one of the factors for some of you guys that put the pressure of they need to let go of this connection for now or forever. Okay, it's very sad, but that is relevant for somebody. Okay, so we got this one here. These zodiac signs could be relevant. We got Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Capricorn. Capricorn, okay. And we got migraine headaches. Okay, so somebody suffering from migraine headaches. Your person, why is this relevant? Based on the cards, we got the Ten of Cups. It's relevant because somebody wants to be with their family. They want to have a family, and they're having a headache because why? I guess because they cannot have a family, or you guys can't be family because of the circumstances, which is very sad. Or I'm getting also the energy, like I mentioned with the Selena family analogy. They want to be with their family, or they want their family to be here, but they can't be here, or they want you to be their family or have family with you, but it's impossible. for some reason, at least right now, okay? And I feel like somebody feels it's too much of a struggle to handle it everything, okay? So somebody's having a headache. I'm also tuning into some of you guys could have been pressured by your family, or they could have been pressured by their family as well. Especially if you are a Queen of Cups, a water sign female, you could have been pressured by a family, okay? Or they could have been pressured by their family about this water sign feminine, okay? Now we have 666. Ashley, at least 666, okay? So basically, that is a confirmation for a no. Things not going in your favor, being linked to karmic shenanigans. That means people, places, and things. You don't want to heal. The opposite of 777, okay, where things are much easier, lighter. It's a yes, it's a confirmation. Things going in your way. Well, 666 feels like freaking hardships after hardships, obstacle after obstacle, and no. Being tied to karmic people, places, and things. Side note, this is my own spiritual guided version. I know there are different versions online and from other people. Like I say, if anything I say makes sense to you, please, my dear collective, take it to heart. Okay? On that note, I feel like an emperor, so it could be an Aries male or a Taurus male that is struggling with this. Right now, this person feels like they're jeopardizing their image, their work, their money, their status, okay, for the sake of this connection, okay? And if we're gonna go all the way back to the lyric, okay, the song in itself, even to the movie where the song is remade for, Kevin Costner's character, Frank, fell in love with Rachel. Whitney Houston's character, he was the bodyguard, she was the artist. Like, if they got together, it is unconventional, okay? It doesn't match, okay? How much they love each other, it doesn't match. And maybe in the same way, like if we're gonna look at it, Kevin Costner is the emperor in this situation where it's like he's the one that, he's the protector, but he has his own thing. He is his own enigma, but she was the bigger one. But for some reason, he had more to lose. Not really, but technically, like in this sense, based on the card, he has more to lose if he continued this relationship with you. Some of them, it was in the sense of losing money, status, and position. That's why he could not be with you, just like how Kevin Costner, he could have easily be the one that's like, let me continue this journey with you, but you had to love her from afar, okay? They had to accept these circumstances, even if it was bittersweet, and I felt it was the same with your person, okay? Especially if an Aries or Taurus you're dealing with collective, specifically a male, but if not, you can just be an Aries and Taurus in general, or just an emperor, okay? Emperor, because whatever, okay? Yeah, that's somebody's situation, okay? It's simple passive. You might not like it, but it is what it is. Lastly, we got attractiveness. So I channeled this as soon as I pressed played on this other camera device. So something about attractiveness, I don't know. Somebody doesn't feel attractive enough. What? So I don't know, maybe there's like a age difference, a maturity difference between you guys. Somebody doesn't feel attractive enough to be with their person forever. Okay? Maybe they feel like it's hard to keep up, or maybe you feel like it's hard to keep up. Somebody does. Okay. Yeah, somebody has some sort of insecurity about being with somebody because they don't feel good enough. It could be Taurus, Capricorn. But I also want to tune into, they want to say that they were wrong. There could be an age difference between you guys or a maturity difference. I don't know. Going back to the mascara thing, maybe somebody's like, actually no, I don't even know how to rephrase that. So what's that? Somebody doesn't feel good enough, or like in the long run, maybe somebody was too hard to keep up with in terms of their looks. Maybe you go to the gym 7 times a day, okay? And they only go like once every month, and somebody's like, I can't keep up with this, you know. But while you're looking good every day, every hour on the second, they're here like, oh my god, they're just withering away, and they're about to go and get freaking Froyo's and McDonald's in 10 minutes. Like, somebody feels like it's hard to keep up with the lifestyle of somebody. But that's not a logical reason to let somebody go. But I feel like somebody's mental health really took a toll, and they're like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Somebody's in this energy. Okay. I don't know who, but somebody is. We're going to add final advice card for everyone. Remember, collective, the magic works within you. Make your dreams your reality. Some of you guys, your reality is about to come into fruition. For others, you have to just create a new one. Okay? Let's do a little initial. And then we're going to do a little timeline situation. And we're going to wrap it up. I'm also channeling Johnny doesn't love you the way you think. Johnny doesn't love you the way you think he loves you. So that's for somebody. Okay? We got first, middle, last initials. If it makes sense to you, my dear collective, take it to heart. Okay? Yeah. Johnny doesn't love you. Let's do one card for... Doesn't need a card for Johnny. You might think that he wants you, but he doesn't love you the way you think he loves you. What? Okay, what does Johnny want from this connection with collective? Based on the cards, we got this one here in reverse, and then we got this one here in reverse as well. So Johnny wants you to not be in your power. He doesn't want you to have other options. So Johnny is a fucking narcissist, a gaslighter, and a user. Okay, an opportunist. So, confirmation. Johnny doesn't love you the way you think he loves you. Okay, so the ending should be an end. Or you should have ended the way you thought you should end it with him. You made the right decision. Okay? Collective, thank you for stopping by. I got number 10 in terms of any relevant dates. We got number 6. I'm also channeling on the 17th of a specific day. Number 6 again. So like I said, hours, days, weeks, months, weeks, etc. Okay? In terms of any specific dates that are relevant. Number 17 is also specific for somebody. On that note, I want to thank you all for watching, okay? Good luck on your journey in life.